Serral versus Oliveira Part 3. Super fun gaming for you and me. Alcione, or Alcione, however you want to call it. What happens here? How does he open? Oh, I remember this one. I remember this one, and I remember Twitch chat complaining.
When Serral wins, it takes half an hour, but when Terran wins, it takes 5 minutes. Bleh.
That may be. However, Terran is able to do some really strong 2-base timings that Zerg is maybe less able to do, just based on how mules work. The thing with Terran versus Zerg and Protoss versus Zerg is both of those get some advantage in the 2-base phase over Zerg, which usually makes them the one who is applying the pressure and the harassment. And normally Zerg is the one on the back foot, droning and defending until they get to 3-base. And then it kind of becomes Zerg trying to deny the 5th base of a Terran or Protoss. Just with how the different power spikes line up. So that's why you have a lot of different strong 2-base all-ins from Terran and from Protoss against Zerg. Getting down to the nitty-gritty, the fundamentals here. Serral going for drones. Checking his bases, setting up his rally points. Checking in on the overlords, seeing how they're doing. Have you listened to your overlords and asked them how they're doing? Could be good. It could help. Chat says that no, Serral proved with Maru that it could also take him 5 minutes. Did he just get better at ZVT from playing that series first? Or was he going to win like that regardless? Makes you wonder. He does this really cool trick on this map. I learned this from him in a previous event. I don't remember when I saw him do this. But he sends his 20th drone, so at 20 supply, that drone, instead of the 21 drone. And he has it mine through here, which will naturally make it walk past this spot, and then he takes the base. And it lines up to be the same time. Really smart. And this also opens up a 4th base option here. Really cool and smart move. Conservative creep tumor placement, so that the queen and the lings can defend it. Reaper is at the edge of creep, trying to be as annoying as possible. Drones coming out here. Link speed almost done. He's at 36 supply. Spreading some creep. He's been getting a roach horn at about 310 to 320. Let's see what he does. Or doesn't do. Okay. Lots of queens coming out. 39 supply to 48. Serral powering up. 2 creep tumors are going. Injects on all the bases. He does this consistently. 349 creep tumor in the main. So the queen that he makes, the second queen in the main, ends up creeping to connect these bases and then joins the group. Very interesting. The conventional wisdom, I think, is to say that that's not that good to do. But he does it and he won, so. Creep tumor, the main, with a queen in main that joins queens. Cool. He regularly practices with Oliveira, and because of that, Oliveira got a lot better at playing against him. Ah, that's true. It's an interesting dynamic getting to play against the same person multiple times. It doesn't happen that often on ladder, especially if you're below masters. You get unique opponents almost every time. One upgrades. Excuse me. Okay, 4th base at 5 minutes. Making drones, taking lair. He needs a baneling nest. He didn't get a roach war in this game. At least not as early as he normally does. Bane nest. Yeah, no roach warren. Wow. Welcome, chat. Serral versus Oliveira. This is a timing. This is a big timing. Is he going to have enough? Oh no, he's not eating the Hellions yet. It'll be Banshee and then Hellion pressure. And then he does his timing. Let's just take a peek. What does Oliveira have? 3rd orbital. 2, 3 racks. 4, 5 racks, 1, 1, 6, 7 racks, 8 barracks. 8 barracks spends 3 base of eco for Terran, but it doesn't leave as much room for. Electro Jack wants to get this ball rolling and throws down 20 gifted. Positively fire. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for sponsoring Neuro Subathon 5. We're looking at the greatest Zerg of all time. The greatest StarCraft player of all time. In the best series of the tournament that just happened today. Going with some Ling Bane here. Terran has been pretty quiet on the map. Whoa, if you think about it.
Whoa, oh no! Oh, what the fuck? Oh.
Dabulous. On the hype train. Throws down 10. Serral transfuses the queens. Marines. Stimmin. Oh, the queens are very far forward. Hellions are here too. Overseer in the main. Macro hatch in the main. Queen of the 5th base. Injects everything. Yeah, Serral seems like he has a good bit of stuff. He's gonna go for a 77 Zergling Yeet. Oh, that's so crazy the Banshee caught it. Smart, wow. That's a really smart play from Oliveira. Just having 1 unit out there to have the foreknowledge that you're about to get a huge 77 Ling run by. Very big. Very big. That was a strong timing. This is just 1-1. But it's hitting at a pretty early time. Look at that tank positioning. They're all hugging the wall there. Oh, crap. Oh, man. He is dead. Jeez, what a position. Let's take a look at this here. This replay review is sponsored by Dabulous, Electrojack, and viewers like you. Okay. Looking at everyone cam. 3 tanks. This is so smart. Terrans don't do this enough. They're really using the map to wedge the tanks in spots where they can't get surrounded by lings. Like, you can't put lings here. Nothing can walk here. So the tank is hugged by like half of its shape. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah. The 2 Banshees from earlier on were alive as well. It does add some pressure. Yeah. Great game. Great game. Jason, thank you for the raid. Welcome. What are they putting in the water in Finland? We're trying to figure that out. We are now going to be going through the final game in this best of 5 series. Serral versus Oliveira. People were talking about how, unlike other Terrans, he spends no time setting up. He walks up, sieges the tanks, and bam, you're dead. Yep. The tank is also one of the loudest units in StarCraft 2. The sound of the tank shot. It's a noisy one. I think a close second in sound might be the Tempest. That one's a pretty loud unit. And then... Is a nuke even that loud? I don't even know if that's that loud. Okay. Serral. Gets a base. Psystorm is loud? Oh, Nidus is pretty loud. Snipes are loud, that's true. High-pitched. DT attacks, yeah, also high-pitched. Nuclear launch detected. Uh-oh. Why is it so easy to detect nukes? Does anyone know the lore reason for that, or like the science engineering reason? You didn't realize I was doing a replay analysis of the series? Yeah, it's definitely Zerg bias where we're watching Serral's POV more. But going through it has been really fun. He's done some things that I haven't been consistently doing. He gets a 320 Roach Warren a lot of the time, and then makes 5 roaches just by default, even if it's a 3cc that he scouted. That's pretty cool. He also gets a super fast hive, like 553 infestation pit and 630 hive I've written down. And then 745 adrenal glands he's getting. Super quick. He also creep tumors his main, which a lot of people don't do. Straighten Neuro's hair. Yep, Trisha has to help with that one. Why don't we get a battlecruiser detected when a new battlecruiser is built? When a nuke is launched, we get notified. Yeah, I don't know. It's a good point. It's a good point. Do BCs have cloaking on them? Like, is there a cloaking mechanism within them? Kind of big. Seems hard to cloak them. You could have radar jamming, though. Really jamming those radars. Okay. He goes for a 1-Ling scout. That's one of his signature moves. The Ling is going to see whatever it can. Protoss didn't make it to the finals because they don't have a global announcement. Yeah, if a Zerg Niduses, you always hear it. And then if a Terran nuke somewhere on the map, you always hear the warning first. But Protoss, I don't think, has any moves that give you a warning. Good point. Entfolk, good name. 330 Roach Warren. So we've noticed a theme here in getting a quick Roach Warren. Major theme. Queens. He's getting a lot of them. Let's see if he makes some roaches when the Roach Warren is done. Creep tumor the main at 350. Yeah. He keeps doing that. Injects in the main are less important than injects at the outer bases once the main is saturated. So that might be one of the reasons why he tumors there. Interference matrix, accidental click. Oops. Goes for a lair. They could give Mothership Recall a warning. Yeah, I've heard that the Mothership is a really difficult unit to make work at a high level. Doing recall plays with it is really cool. I think that's probably the best way to use it. Positionally. Okay. He's taking bases. He's droning up here. Very normal. Normal start. Everything seems fine. He's shutting down the Hellion run by having the queens in good positions. He has a lair, gets an Overseer insta. Defensively. Roach speed is going, taking more gases. Get some 530 evos. Do you do any analysis of how he plays with respect to finger position, body posture, and eye movement? Something he's doing is a secret sauce. You know, I don't really think so. I think it's the way that I described it earlier was he has before him a forest where every tree in that forest is an attack that the opponents could do to him. And the way that he plays is a way that basically acknowledges every different threat, and he has a plan for how to deal with all of them all the time. Pretty much. He almost never cuts corners, and then the fundamentals of his macro are so crisp that he just never ends up falling behind. And he's also very shrewd in not being stuck on wanting to make a certain unit composition. He makes the units that don't die. It's very low risk. Low risk, high consistency, high scouting. He's Ling scouting and Overseer scouting back to back. And spreading creep. He's injecting. He's getting a hive. 650 he's starting his hive. For Pete's sake. You don't think body position matters? I would say one of the things about Serral's posture when he plays is he has more of the facial expression of he's gonna beat the fuck out of you. A lot of people when they're playing, they look nervous or stressed, which you should be, like you're on stage for the finals of a tournament. So a lot of people look nervous and stressed. To me, it looks like Serral's about to pop someone in the mouth with his fist. And that's one of the things that I noticed about Jaedong and how he carried himself for tournaments too. Jaedong looked like he was shaking. He was just about to just smash someone. That energy, I think, goes a long way in just being battle ready and being tough and being able to keep fighting no matter what's happening. To take every advantage and then just to also just try to be aggressive in new ways. He has a very aggressive bearing with how he sits in his chair. More so than a lot of other players who are more meek by comparison. The replays were posted to Twitter. Smashing the competition with confidence. Yeah, well, fear is baked into people's minds at a very primal level. All animals, pretty much, can experience fear in some sense, and so can humans. So when Serral walks up and sits down in the chair next to you, it's like, do you really have a chance? You start to question things. Okay, this is a crazy all-in. And you might say, but Neuro, there's a third base from the Terran. The Terran did not take gas, and they're not taking a fourth base. He can see it with the Changeling. Look at this scout, dude. Oh my god. What a scout. He saw the whole setup. Can we just back this up? This is too funny. Too funny. How long has it been here? Oh my god, it's still here. The mid-map Changeling. Was it this Overseer? Or was it from the Queen's Overseer? It's this. No, it's this one. Hey y'all, I'm just a normal Marine here doing normal Marine things. And I was wondering if you were thinking of attacking the Zerg at any point soon. You know, with any all-ins. Just so I could join you at the all-in. Attacking against the Zerg. Mm-hmm. Y'all have mighty fine guns there. Very polished, very shiny. I see you have a shield as well. They're like, yeah, man, yeah. Well, I do say, it's been a really nice series so far. We've had a lot of great macro games. Would be a pity if we were to end things really soon with an all-in. You wouldn't happen to know of any all-ins coming this way anytime soon, would you? I'm just doing an inspection here, just making sure. Oh, yep, everyone come along, yep, everyone, yep, yeah, exactly. Terran really is the best, isn't it? Good luck in battle, everyone. Yep, go to siege in a good spot. Yeah, oh, a Marauder, nice armor, wow. Yep, Medivacs, we do really have great healthcare here. This changeling is role-playing so hard to try to blend in, and these guys are all sold on it. They're like, yep, that's a normal inspector. It's a normal zoning Marine there. And he saw the whole setup. He sends spies into his opponent's midst. I'm gonna write that down. I know this is a cool fight. Changeling at mid-map. Watching armies move out. Super smart. That's a huge mistake on his part. I wouldn't get that mean about it just because it doesn't show as a red dot. If you don't have detection already, it doesn't show as a red dot. And there isn't really a reason for there to be an invisible unit there from the Zerg. Serral is trying his best to defend here. This is a huge attack. The Marines are positioned perfectly. Medivacs keeping the Marines healed. Some Banes going in, but not everything. And Serral just keeps trying to get a Ling flank going. Such a cool game. Takes out a few of these key tanks. And is able to push this back for now. He has so many bases. 6 bases while defending that all in. Sheesh. He injects in the middle of the fight. You're okay staying in diamond. That was a beautiful hold. A hold where anyone else would fold. Today's stream is sponsored by the Zerg Cabal. In charge with balancing StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Roach Ravager Ultra. Queen's injecting everything. The creep is going. What does Oliveira have now? Still the 3 base. They took 1 more gas. But these bases are drying up. He's trying to get a siege position, but the creep is past mid-map. Oh my god. He's going again. He needs another changeling in there. Oh my god, there's another changeling! He just does this. He did it again. Wow. Oh, wow. Keep it up, move out, everyone. I'm in charge of watching out for these 2 SCVs here, making sure Oh no, something bad is happening to them. Huh. Well, they must not attack me because I'm so tough. Yeah. That's why they didn't attack me. Don't mean nothing by it. I'm not even involved in nothing. This SCV is still here. This Ling counter is super smart. By him putting his Lings here, he prevents this push from growing at all. It is a fixed attack aside from air stuff. So there aren't going to be any more Marines here. There aren't going to be any more tanks here, not with these Lings in the way. This is really great. Not to mention this Marine spy. Up two, keep it up, up two. Isn't the Dominion the best? Look at this. The Lings just munch anything that walks on the map. Wow. And then now he finally breaks this. Well, for the most part. This base gets sniped, but it doesn't matter because he has 6 bases. Oh no, now I'm on 5 base, he said. Anyway. The creep keeps going. He injects. He gets ready to defend. The Vipers are grabbing energy. He's getting +2 melee, +3 armor, and the upgrades are about done. The base is focused down. The Medivac has Parasitic Bomb on it. Oliveira micros it out. And the Ultra Roach Ravagerling sticking together. Marine Marauder Medivac punching at this base. The DPS of Bio with +3 is just so high. The army couldn't stop it in time. So Serral's gonna need to retake some bases. The Liberator still controlling space in the midfield. He's trying to fix his bases. Hotkey all the bases. He is getting rather ahead in supply now. He has +3. I think +3 armor is done. Let's look at his upgrades. Upgrades, he has Roach Speed, Ultra Armor, Adrenal Glands, Ling Speed, Bane Speed, Melee 2, Ranged 1, Armor 3, Ultra Speed. Wow. He's in a very strong position now. When you play hyper-aggressive like Oliveira's been playing, you get to be on the front foot, but your late game transition is not nearly as strong. So now it's Serral's time to use his tier 3 tech. Ultras, Vipers, Adrenalings. Adrenalings are a tier 3 unit. Did you know that? Might as well be. They're way better than most things. You want to know a fun fact? In the ZVTs against Oliveira and Maru, Serral made 0 Broodlords. Also, 0 Swarm Hosts. Fun fact. The more you know. Oliveira pushing in. Serral opting for somewhat of a exchange. I wouldn't say base race because he has plenty of bases. And he's not committing his whole army to clearing bases, but this is a good trade for him. Look at that trade. And he clears a very crucial base. The 4th is cleared, and the 3rd was lifted. Which means Oliveira is super broke. It's down to 20 SCVs. Wow, the Ling Ultra just runs in. Oh my goodness. Any parasitic bombs? He jumps from event to event so fast. It's crazy to see. Just make sure the Lings are kicking ass and then he looks away. He just trusts them. Let's get a Roach Horn just in case. He's going at him. He has way more supply. He has tier 3 units. The Ultras and Lings are running in. And Oliveira is super dead. Super duper dead. Insane. Defending a 3 base all in with 6 bases. Wow. Cutting the reinforcement line with mass Ling was really good. But having that changeling, I feel like that changeling scouting the entire move out was so good. It meant that he was not surprised at all for the attack. Shout out to Neuro being the only streamer on the platform that uses stories based. My girlfriend actually told me that I should do that more. Because for people who watch Twitch on mobile, if you do a Twitch story that day, you're automatically at the top of everyone's listings. Which seems really strong. That's very strong. And I think I'm up there the whole time I'm alive, which during a subathon, I'm just up there. Yeah, appreciate y'all being here. Yo. Thank you, Watch Chris Play, for gifting a sub. Great play by Serral. This was by far the best series that I saw anyway of the tournament. It wasn't the finals, this was the semifinals. Hats off to both players, though. That was some really top-class ZVT. And had a lot of different types of games. Like, some games were very all-in and very aggressive, and other games were just the full turtle. So you got to see pretty much the full range of styles that are at least bio-based. Well played to Serral. Hope you enjoyed these breakdowns.